Welcome back, DigiDs, to another episode of Palatial Bridal 3. That's right, where we're going to be starting exactly where we left off from last time. Don't copy me. Some pre-built materials can be removed and or altered. So they want us to not copy them. I mean, honestly, I say, why not just copy them? It seems to be a little short, so I think maybe they want us to add on, let's go ahead and snap on the grid. They want us to add on like maybe one row to each side, and then we can just go ahead and copy this over. Might be too short. Oh no, that fits on perfectly. Now look at this. We just go ahead and take this, put on the wood, auto triangulate that in, and that probably works right there. I bet that's gonna do exactly what we need it to do. Oh, that works fantastic. Not exactly one of the best designs, and we're definitely gonna have to come back and redo this one. Is that one going backwards? Oh no, it's going the opposite way. Now that makes a little bit more sense. I love the 3D aspects of this game. I love that you can actually look around and like you have a 3D aspect. You can scroll around, see how the bridge is behaving from, even from a top down. That's an interesting view. Now here come a couple of planes. Geez, this is a busy little river that they got going on. And right across. And our stress is doing pretty good, 40,198. But that's not going to be our final design. There are other ways of getting around this, such as why use hydraulics when you can just go above? Perfect. And now let's say, do we need a bottom support? I think some good bottom supports over here might work out best. Do a little bit of a over-under type of situation. Kind of fill this in. Is that going to auto-triangulate properly? Yeah, just barely. Go ahead and keep this in a very concise pattern all the way above and through. And who knows if this is going to hold out well. No. Limo D went underwater. You don't say. Yeah, it was the arch support right here around this side. I say let's go ahead and make a muscle out of this system. We can probably get this to work.
I don't know.
Surprisingly, that actually did work. That worked pretty well. What, it puts at 59% stress? Oh, that's nothing. Honestly, that means that we could do a lot better. We have so much room to work with. So much more room for activities. Just go ahead and drag all of this down. And if this works out well, then we'll go ahead and look at the other side, because the other side is one that's most expensive right now, and we can easily do the exact same system. Although, on the other hand, we might not be able to. It might be too steep for the limo to make it over. Why don't we go ahead and keep this on ×5 speed and see, does this operate well enough on this small bridge? It does not. It does not. So we need to drag these all up a little bit then again. See, it just... Get rid of the arches, and it doesn't have as much, tensile strength between all this. Not as much ability to just carry the weight down into the foundation. Gotta keep on waiting for the submarines. Oh, that was pretty good. Honestly, that was really good. That was super close. So we just probably want to drag up this centerpiece a little bit. And maybe that'll help kind of just even out the weight distribution just a tiny bit. Make sure there isn't any buckling going on. And that should be good. That got all the way up to the center, and then it broke. It broke right there at the middle. Yeah.
That's what it's all about. Woo!
But now we need to go ahead and redesign this section. Delete all of that. That's completely unnecessary. Not the auto triangle. Let's go ahead and trace this over. That might be too steep. I think it's going to be too steep for the limo. I don't know if it's going to be able to, honestly... I don't think it's going to be able to get up that hill, but I guess we'll just have to find out.
It was at this moment that he knew.
Yeah, it's not going anywhere. All right, now I think we got ourselves a winning design. Oh, great winning design. This is looking like it might work a little bit proper. Just go ahead and connect on the rows through the center, and honestly, I think we may not even need this ending road piece. We might be able to shave this off a little bit more, but let's take a look and see how well this is going to go. Let's put it down to 2x speed. I'm confident in this design. This has to work. I mean, I know at the very least that this is going to be able to, it should be able to get over this little hump. Come on. First bridge holds fine. You should have the clearance. It has the clearance and clears the bridge. Oh yes, that is exactly what I wanted. What was the stress on it? 96.73. But look at that. We are in the top 12%, 3,908th place. And honestly, I think that we could shave off a little bit more. What if we were to just make it ramp? Just ramp it. I mean, why not? Let's just ramp it. I mean, it should work out fine. I can even probably shave off a little bit too by just doing better with that anchor point. I mean, if anything, technically speaking, that should be a little bit stronger. It's a little bit less weight. It has more supports. It's a little bit cheaper. Is it a little bit cheaper? I think it's a little bit cheaper. I forget exactly what our price was before. Oh, it does manage to jump across, but it does end up breaking there. That is not ideal. We don't want that piece breaking at all. And honestly, we might be able to just remove it in general. Maybe too much of the weight is going straight into that piece, into the foundation, when exactly when we want it to go down to this anchor point. Put it back on 5 times speed. Saved a little bit, a few $100s by just getting rid of that entirely. Jump on over. Oh, just not quite. It's not quite strong enough that way. Then maybe. Do I know a single piece of steel is not going to be beneficial, but this does end up breaking. Maybe we can just throw this in, be a little bit more strict about how we do this, get the muscles moved in like all in line, like proper. And then maybe we can do a shorter anchor point, which actually should help put the weight more into the wall, because I feel like at this point, when it's longer, it's sliding down a little bit. Come on, I believe in you. I believe in you. Just to shave off a couple extra dollars. Yes, we made it. 91% stress, 3,762, top 12%. I like it. I like it. I think we've spent more than enough time, or at least I know I've spent more than enough time. I'm looking over at my left. I've spent the better part of around 20 minutes on this level, and you probably got to see about 1 to 2 minutes of it. You got to see about 1 to 2 minutes of it. On to the next. Offside, hydraulics can only change their length up to plus or minus 50% of their starting size. Interesting. So you want me to use hydraulics to get over this boat?
That's not gonna happen.
I want to experiment a little bit. If this node is a little bit into that red range, but the line is outside of it, I want to experiment. Let's put the line outside and see if the node gets hit at all. The line is outside the white line and the outline of the boat, but the node is inside of it. Is it going to be hit? Right, so the Jeep still has to make it over. And you know, I think they did that completely on purpose. They knew that people were going to try to go over it. And they knew it. So it's because of that people can't quite get over it. Maybe I could just do something like this. I'll just auto triangulate that in. Has a little bit of a better ramp onto it. It doesn't hit. And then it does the same thing on the backside. So that doesn't hit. That is a good thing to be noted. So a little bit of experiment goes a long way. So it doesn't matter if the node is inside the point. It matters about the line. So now the question is, does the white line cost? Like, does the white line take it? Like, is that being hit? Just barely outside the red line. Go ahead and hit the white line. Drag this up a tiny bit. It doesn't hit. It doesn't hit. Okay. Does the pink line count as being hit? Okay. Being inside the pink line counts as being hit. So we have ourselves a system of which we want to do these now. That I've always been wondering that, and honestly, just the best way to find out is just to test it. So we can be inside the white line perfectly fine. It looks like we're just gonna barely touch. So let me just go ahead and put this to like, oh, right around, let's say right there. I think that's pretty good. Just barely outside of it. Go ahead and fill that in. Now let's give this a serious look to see how we can operate this. So this is a little bit of a problem. And honestly, we could even delete that section just so that way we can get ourselves a better, you know, ramp up. And we could even, let's do the same thing on the other side as well. We just need a better angle for it to work with. Attach that in. Make sure we attach this one in as well. So let's just go ahead and do this on the other side. I don't think we're gonna need a huge arch, like a huge, like, you know, triangle base system here. I think we just go ahead and just kind of work with this, what we got. We are a little off-centered, I'm seeing. Yeah, just a tiny bit. I could even just drag this one over and then drag them all over again. Make sure we stay right in the center. If it's a little bit off-centered, it's going to end up being kind of a little bit of a wobbly type of system. Now, we're definitely need under supports, right? There's no way that's going to even stand. Yeah, it's not even going to stand on its own. Immediately just crashes into the earth. Okay, a little bit of an under support. Is that going to be a little bit too much? I don't know. Just go ahead and put that in. Can I copy that over? Is that going to translate properly into this side? I mean, a little bit. I need to personally do this section on my own. like so, and that might be a little bit excessive, but 14,566 is a pretty good like middle ground. I think the bridge will stand. The question is it going to stand with... Hey, it's working. It's working. 94% stress. Now here comes the boat. The white outline. We're on the white outline. We saw it should work. Oh, that is close. You can even see the very tip of the boat kind of clip through that node there. Goes on back. Manages to just barely get on. Love it. Love it. I think that's a good solution right there. 97% stress. The top 29. What are the other people doing on the gallery? Yeah, they're doing something very similar, just a lot less wood. I'm surprised that really holds. Like, that is wobbly. That is so... That holds? That holds. Really. You know, I just noticed something, though. They are using road to brace against the side of the foundation, against the side of the land. I mean, that would make sense. The road is stronger compared to the wood. Are other people doing something similar? A lot less wood and a lot more wobbly. Okay, well, why don't we just, let's see what we can shave off. Oh, come on. Come on. First of all, what ended up breaking there? So a little bit of that piece, huh? I mean, I can maybe drag this in a little bit tighter into the foundation, and that could help. And maybe I can even drag this one down to maybe go ahead and hold better against the ground as well. I mean, that alone could help out quite a bit. Drag down that side. They're not quite fully uniform. It still broke. 96%. Oh, I saw it break there. Where did it broke like right into that section, huh? So maybe we can raise up these arches just a little bit. That should make it a little bit stronger. It's gonna be a lot of just very minimum changes. Still, really, that piece right there is the one that's breaking. I mean, I don't want to do... we're better off just raising everything up a little bit and see if that works out better than trying to do a whole muscle system. Oh god, don't want to raise that up too high. I can even probably do something where I attach that through. I mean, it's not a great fix. Let's go ahead and drag that one back down. Maybe we need to attach these, is what we need to do. Just attach that one side and see how well this operates. Oh, it is somehow, because it's wobbling back and forth, it's still that one piece. That one piece right there is the one that's breaking. So, I mean, what if we were to get rid of that? Get rid of that. And then let's just go ahead and make this a muscle. Let's just make it a muscle. Let's just do it. Let's do it right now. Put that in. Attach that in. That should be a little bit stronger. It's that same piece that keeps on breaking on us. It holds. It holds. Okay. A little bit of a muscle system is doing us wonders. Is it going to hold on the way back? It's not a top 100 bridge, but it is a little bit cheaper than our prior one, so it should hold. It should put us a little bit better. Come on. Come on. Oh, that is beautiful. The only problem is something did break. This little piece right here. That's just mean. Why would you do that to me? Why would you? Can I just replace it? Can I just get rid of it? Just get rid of it entirely? Is that still gonna hold? Do we even need that? I mean, that rope piece rests on the ground. That seems to be working fine. I mean, if it's gonna break on me, just get rid of it, right? Well, you don't need that piece. Comes right on through. That's a really cool looking ship, though. I love it. Honestly, might even be today's thumbnail. Okay, it's holding, no piece broken because it's not even there. And gets across. Now that is bridge building. 82% stress, so I could even cut it down further. 6,728. Honestly, I think that's good enough. Why don't we just do one more level for today? Laying foundations. Foundations add on anchor in the river you can build from. However, they are very expensive. Nice. Now that's 22,000? 22,000 just for that foundation.
How much is this gonna cost me?
Put as much weight as we can straight into the foundations of the ground already provided to us. Yeah, that should be good. Speed, mass is a little heavy. Acceleration is good. Horsepower, not really sure how any of this necessarily relates, but maybe someone who's a little bit more expert at this, that they know exactly what's going on. So honestly, at this though, I kind of want to use a steel piece, but that would be a little excessive. So why don't we just try doing a double anchor point system going straight into the ground. I want to make sure that we keep a very proper anchor point into all this. I like the way that's looking. And now if we just keep the arch going the entire way, we want to build up the arch, keep it going even bigger and bigger as we get to the center. I mean, we are going to be saving so much money by just not having to use that foundation. And I'm surprised it's actually starting to lean a little bit to one side again. So I know how to triangle this stuff in, of course, naturally, but I need to get it maybe directly in the center. Do I need a grid point to kind of do that? No, because now it seems to be, it's not quite centered, right? That's a little bit off. Well, that was a little bit more centered, but we can't drag it up and be on center. So maybe we can drag this down a little bit. I mean, I feel like we're going to need more arches. So doing it something that this shallow is going to be cutting it pretty close. But I can tell that we're getting further and further away from the center. But let's go ahead and just copy this over so we don't get too far apart and we can fix the center. You know, it works. It copies over. It does copy over. 24,000. If this somehow manages to work properly, this is already going for the price of just the foundation alone. Let's do a little bit of an under support on everything as well. Something like that could be doing a lot of wonders for us. A nice little triangle system there. Let's just go ahead and copy that over so we keep it completely uniform between the two. Yeah, I think maybe it just has a little bit too much, you know, leeway right there in the center. Doing a lot better. 68, 69, 70, 78, 80, 94, 98. Oh, that was close. It is the wood that ended up breaking. Okay. Okay, we can fix that. We can fix that. We can fix that. We will fix that. Oh, that is so close. That is so close. It really is. This muscle system right here in the center is the one that's breaking. So why don't we just make a muscle out of it? Just make a muscle out of it. That's all you need. That's all you need. Just make a muscle out of it. Can I connect that in? Yep. Beautiful. Now, taking a look at this, 180 per meter. So that's 30,221. I want to see, is it cheaper? 30,194. It's a little bit cheaper, and not by much, but just a little bit. Instead of trying to do a whole muscle system and adding on more material. It is getting so close. But honestly, I'm starting to notice that it seems like it's more buckling from the bottom side more so than it is actually the top side, because the bottom side is the one that's kind of wobbling around. And because it's wobbling around, it's making some stress on the top side that's unnecessary. Maybe we can just tweak out this bottom side a little bit to everything. Keep it a little bit more concise, keep it a little bit more flat in the arch. We did manage to drag this over a little bit further into the foundation. That can help out quite a bit, more than you'd think. And it could even be still that these arches are a little bit uneven as well. I just go ahead and drag them down. Maybe get a better pattern right here, because it seems it's buckling, right? It's buckling and it's causing the extra stress right up there into the center. Keep that in a nice, good format. Now, this could be too much of a change. That's just going to screw everything over. But we could even throw in some steel, because we did save quite a bit of money by doing that. Right, let's just go ahead and replace these then with steel. I feel like all these center 4 pieces need to be the strongest. If that doesn't work, then we're going to have to go back to the drawing board. It is so close to a beautiful design. Yes. Yes. Oh, now that is how you do it. That is beautiful. 92% stress. I'm the top 7%. Oh, 92% stress. Let's take a look at the gallery. What are these other people doing? I don't think I have enough words to describe how upset and proud I am to see a bridge like this. I only wish that I could zoom in better and for some reason it not be at like 280p. I don't know, some of these replays are like super low quality. Now that is a really cheap bridge. I'm surprised that even works though. Like a lot of these designs, I'm very surprised that they work. Like that seems like it would definitely buckle. But I guess because it buckles at the center, it actually puts all the stress directly into the foundation. And that just seems like a better proper, they just did under support on everything. They just arched it and did an under support. You didn't have to worry then about my entire top support, you can just do an under support. I mean, do I dare? Do I dare see how well I can get this? I bet it only matters though to how much of an arch that is, because too much of how much of an arch it is depends on how much weight gets right into the foundation. So how about, let's try it. Let's give it one more try. I bet we can get this a lot cheaper. Just do a whole bunch of under supports. I mean, I can do that. That seems easy. How hard could it be?
Not bad, not bad.
You know, that does look a lot simpler. That does look a lot simpler. Honestly, you don't need a whole bunch of top size supports. We don't need all the extra steel. I think we were sitting at around like what, like 30,000, I think last time. Is this gonna work? Come on, please. You've crashed enough on me. 95, 90, 899. That was, oh my, how close was that? 99.64% of stress. We are the top 600 or top 2%, 615. Wow, I feel amazing. I feel like it is stealing a little bit of the design. Wow, they didn't even use anchor points. They didn't use 22,000. They didn't even use anchor points. Do I need anchor points? I mean, do I need anchor points? I mean, who needs anchor points? I mean, that seems unnecessary, right? They know what they're talking about. We were at 99% stress. You know, I think we had it best on the first design. So while we will go ahead and let this play again, I'm gonna have to say thank you, DigiDs, for watching the video. I appreciate all the love and support you guys have been giving. Make sure you leave a like on the video at 9. I still worries me looking at that 99. You know, make sure you leave a like on the video, comment down below if you've been enjoying this type of series, and make sure to subscribe if you find yourself coming back to watching more stuff like this. You know, I've been having a lot of fun, especially on these types of videos, just editing things through. I've been doing a lot more editing work, and let's get a little bit of a sneak peek at the next level. You can save money on foundations by making them shorter and building up from them. Oh, right. That is going to be we need a double under type of arch support. I don't even know, but you're just gonna have to wait for the next episode to see when that happens. But thank you, DigiDs. I still don't know how to do these outros, but if there's one thing I can guarantee you, so I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you, and bye-bye.